Guys, welcome back to the Independent Investor Channel. To all the loyal subscribers, welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, help us support the message that we're putting through. Really striving to empower individual investors to understanding the power of self-directed investing, guys. This will be kind of the first time I've done this. I'm rolling out my statistics for the month in previous. In September, I had one of the best months of my investing career in September. I thought it would be useful to go ahead and chronicle the entire month for you, letting you know how we shook out for the month of September. It was a good one, okay? It was my best dividend paying month, and it was one of the best for manufactured profits in the account. So hope you guys appreciate this. This is going to be somewhat of a normal thing that I do. I really do think that it's important to understand that all the stuff that we talk about on the Independent Investor Channel is information that's put out there that people should be able to consume, listen to, and more importantly, deploy. It is so important that people understand that they can not only take this information, but they can deploy it for their own financial fitness and well-being for themselves. It's so important. And so by declaring these numbers for you, it just kind of shows what's possible. And I think for a lot of people who view these videos, I think it can mean a lot for them to say, you know what, wow, that's interesting. That those are real numbers being rendered in the portfolio. And it also demonstrates different ways of providing yourself with some income. I know there's a lot of people that are pursuing passive income nowadays, and they pursue passive income through dividend income, and that's great. But I'm going to declare to you guys another aspect of the portfolio that actually generated more profit for me in September than dividend income. And I just had my best dividend income month in September. So something to really kind of keep in mind. And before I declare these September statistics to you, I always give a recap of the total year's performance to date of trading profit. That you guys know that I am a long-term investor, and I have positions in the portfolio that are indicative of my long-term program. That's great. Hold cornerstones in the portfolio that I've held for years, and I'll continue to hold those for years. They're making me a small fortune. That's totally fine. But every now and then I seek out the opportunity to take strategic positions into stock. Maybe a stock has come back a little bit too far, and I want to take a stab at it. With the intention of getting long if the stock continues down, but maybe taking a quick trading profit opportunity, and I do that. And I typically render about $10,000 per year. I've done that very consistently over the previous few years that I've been self-directed investing. You don't win on all of them, but you win on most of them. I've been pretty successful at doing so. But this year we're on track to push maybe 20 grand, and that's going to be my goal for this year. Pushing 20 grand. But thus far in 2019, we've been able to generate $15,272. So a slight improvement on the last set of numbers when I rolled those out to you guys, when I started doing these statistics rollouts, kind of a portfolio by the numbers a little bit and show you guys what we're actually generating, the real sausage making within the portfolio, if you will. But super proud of that. Those are realized gains in the portfolio. There are unrealized gains in the portfolio, and there are unrealized losses right now in the portfolio. But the number that I've just declared to you is realized manufactured gains within the portfolio for the year of 2019. Why do I disclose that? If you guys are out there and you're thinking, wow, this is interesting, I think a lot of people invest with the intention of buying a stock at a lower price and selling it at a higher price. That's really what I'm doing here. And I think sometimes that gets a bad rap because I think a lot of new investors need to build up their tolerance to that type of activity within their account before they're actually eligible to really understand the small amount of risk that they're taking to generate that capital. You guys have to understand this trading profit that I'm generating is actually done, relatively speaking, with a very significantly small amount of money in the portfolio, okay? So it's not as if I'm taking the entire portfolio, putting it on a stock, and then crossing my fingers. It doesn't work that way. These are generated positions from multiple stock positions, and typically they're a few percent. They really are. If I'm up 5-6%, maybe I'll look to take profits. A few $100s here, a few $100s there. I've taken profit as little as $50. And there's a lot of different reasons why I may do that. Maybe it's to lighten up in a particular sector. Maybe the market's run up 3 or 4 days in a row, and anticipating that maybe it's a downturn, that maybe it's time in that trading position to take some risk off the table, and I don't hesitate to do just that. I will say this with regard to generating profit within the portfolio. You're never going to generate any profit in the portfolio if you don't have if you don't seek out the opportunity to take those risks in the first place. So, not every one of these positions do work out, but the reason why I'm able to generate these profits is I pay attention to the market. I'm aware of some of those positions that I cover. There's been multiple positions that I've channeled multiple times. Alibaba is a perfect example. I'm up over $800 of channeling Alibaba over the last year. I currently don't own the stock. So that's just one indication that I watch. When it's above 200, okay, fine. But when I observe that thing go down to 130, I'm a buyer there. And I'm able to manufacture those profits because I'm keeping a specific eye on those stocks in my watch lists, okay? So the first thing that I'm going to declare to you guys for September is the dividends. It was the highest dividend payout by just a few cents, actually. The $785.26 was the highest month thus far. I actually looked at my dividend payout schedule for 2019. You guys will find this interesting. It's going to average $785, but it averages $785 every third month. And the 2 months in between actually fall significantly off. Why is that? That's just because the schedules and how the ex-dividend dates and the dividend payers that I hold fall kind of on the same month a little bit. So you're going to find that 4 of the months during the year are significantly higher than the other months. So I'd like to declare these statistics to you every month and do kind of a month-end review, and that'll kind of help you understand that the frequency of payout is a little bit different. And September was indicative of a month on one of those up payout months, which is just awesome. $785 just for being an investor. When you want to talk about passive investing, or you want to talk about passive income, there's no better example of what I just declared to you guys. $785, that's just for holding stock, being paid as an investor. Now, I do want to disclose this. The $785 that's rendered to me month in and month out, I'm rolling that back into the stock. So it's not as if I'm rendering that via cash out of the account. It all remains within the account, and it's all being reinvested back into the stock or the underlying equity that paid that dividend in the first place. So an important note there. And the cherry on top really is in a self-directed account. Remember that dividend reinvestment program that most managed accounts will charge you for? The self-directed account, we get that feature free of charge. So just another incentive to look into the prospects of empowering yourself through self-directed investing. And the last thing, we actually generated more short-term trading profit within the month of September than we did dividends. Now, not by much. We beat it by $7, which is kind of cool. But for September, the entire month from September 1 to September 30, we were able to render $792 in that account just by trading in and out of stock, taking short-term positions in stock, allowing those to appreciate a little bit and taking that profit off of the table. So we were able to actually beat our passive income, our dividend income a little bit, but kind of cool. I mean, that's some serious money right there that we were able to generate, which has nothing to do with my regular job. But just in closing, when you guys are looking at these figures and you're tuning into the channel to get more of a testimonial of what it is that I do, the real takeaway for you guys is to understand I've been doing this for 25 years. I'm not in a position to declare these figures to you now without a lot of hard work, a lot of building of wealth over time. And we'll continue to build this wealth. And the wealth that I've been able to generate now at this particular time will increase. It will increase because I keep a concerted effort on continually building that wealth. But the question for you guys that you need to ask yourself is, where is investing as a priority for you? Is this something that you want to pursue? I believe everyone should at least exercise the prospects of looking at investing. But more specifically, I want you to focus on the nature by which you seek your exposure to the stock market, okay? You really, really are at an impasse if you're not an investor and you're looking at the prospects of becoming an investor. You really, really need to do your research on understanding the totality of going with a managed program, as opposed to the program that I advocate for so strongly, and one that I am involved with every single day, and that is one of a self-directed investor, seeking my exposure direct to the stock market, taking, yes, all the risk myself, but also rendering all of the rewards. I don't share any of the money I just disclosed with you guys with any middleman whatsoever. It's all mine, and that, quite frankly, is what I want for each and every one of you guys, because you're the ones taking the risk. You should get all the reward for your efforts, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to the September portfolio by the numbers review. Hope you appreciate it. Again, I would ask for your subscription if you like the message that we're putting through, providing a testimonial on my behalf of an independent investor, a self-directed investor that's generating capital on my own. We walk you through how it is that you can do that and look to empower each and every viewer of the message. Guys, leave your comments at the bottom of the video. Share the message with anybody that you think needs to have this information, looking to get involved in the stock market and looking for a little bit more information on the prospect of investing on your own. It is very, very rewarding and very, very unknown. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into the video, and good luck in your investment future.